So what's up, guys? On today's video I want to talk about the ability or the will to deal with pain. All right, how do you deal with pain? How do you deal with trauma? How do you deal with your anger issues? How do you deal with depression? How do you deal with anxiety? How do you deal with low self-esteem? How do you deal with procrastination? How do you deal, with these things in your life? Because as individuals, we all have things that we face every day that are kind of delaying us to be successful, kind of delaying us to be great, kind of delaying us to develop our characters in a way where once you reach a certain level in life, nothing can break you because you've been broken so many times to a point where whatever that happens in your life, it's like, okay, I've been through this. This is what I can do to overcome and to continue with the race that I'm in. So many people have this problem of not knowing how to deal with their demons or not knowing how to fight their demons. We all have demons as human beings. Nobody can say that they are perfect, first of all. And before I say something else, perfection is not something that we grow into, or it's not something that we are born with. Perfection is creating something that doesn't exist. What do I mean by this? As a person, right, we develop every day. You do what you do to become the best version of yourself. That is perfection. Becoming the best version of yourself, because that version doesn't exist and you have to create that version, right? That is perfection. It is not trying to be somebody else. It is not trying to impress somebody else. That is not perfection. Perfection is being yourself, right? So again, how do you deal with pain? How do you deal with trauma? How do you deal with anxiety? For you to be successful in life, for you to be someone that reaches the culmination or reaches the pinnacle of their career, of their business, of their life, or anything, you have to have a strong mindset. You have to have a strong mindset. An individual that has a weak mindset, whatever that is thrown at you, you move with it. You back down, you pull back, you fall back instead of pushing forward. You have to push forward regardless of whatever that you go through as an individual. Right? Some people have a low self-esteem. How do you deal with low self-esteem? Some people have a problem with procrastination. How do you deal with that? Some people have a problem with anxiety. How do you deal with that? Some people have a problem with being depressed every now and then. How do you deal with that? I'm not perfect as I am. I have my flaws. I have my imperfections, right? But how do I deal with those things? I've already said it. Having a strong mindset. That's the most important thing. Having a strong mindset. If you have a weak mindset, the devil knows which buttons to press. The devil knows what to do. The devil knows who to send in your life to distract you, to delay you, to destroy you, to disappoint you, to put you in distress because you have a weak mindset and you have a weak mind entirely. We all grow up in different ways. We've got parents who believe in whatever that they believe in, right? Religiously, spiritually, traditionally. We have parents who instill certain characters or characteristics in us, and once those characteristics build in us, we follow certain propensities, and those propensities become our habits. Those habits become our character. And sometimes it is difficult to break through those propensities because it's been instilled in you since you were young, probably since the age of 4, age of 5, 7, right? You're 20 something now, you're 30 something, and how can you break through those propensities? It's possible, but it's going to be difficult. It's possible, right? You might have been in a situation where your parents have told you that enjoy the pain, right? Enjoy the pain, go through it, thrive in the pain. And that's actually a good way of dealing with pain. That's actually a good way of dealing with trauma, because if you run away from it, it's going to catch up with you. How is it going to catch up with you? It's going to catch up with you through not being able to manage your anger, not being able to manage your mind, not being able to manage your life, your relationships, because you've not dealt with what you've been dealing with since you were young or old, for that matter, right? So you need to create a strong mind. You need to create a strong mind to be able to deal with pain. Learn how to deal with pain. There's so many ways on how you can create a strong mindset. You can ask God, right? Because I'm a strong believer in anything that I do. I always ask God to give me a strong mind, make me brave, make me stronger, put more anointing in me so that I can be able to fight anything that the devil tries to send to me. Because anything that we do is spiritual. Anything and everything that we do is spiritual, right? So you need to protect your mind, protect your heart, right? Protect your mind, protect your heart. We all have battles, guys. We all have battles. I could be going through something right now you might not know, but because I know how to deal with it, I'll come out victorious. You might be dealing with something very, very painful, very traumatic, very, distasteful, whatever that you might be going through, but learn how to go through it without people knowing it. But but come out victorious at the end, because I don't want problems to break you to a point where you can't even recover from those problems. I don't want pain to break you from for to a point where you can't even recover. No, pain has to break you, right? Or almost break you, but recover. And once you recover, you have to go through life better. You have to go through life more courageous as well, smarter. And you can also share to other people around you how you've went through what you went through and how you've overcome it, right? And how you've become the best version of yourself. We all go through stuff, guys. We all go through stuff. I can't sit here and say I'm not going through this, I'm not going through that, I'm perfect. No. I, I would be telling you a lie, because that's not true. That's not true. And the beauty about imperfections is that it's something that sets you apart from other people, but as much as it sets you apart from other people, it makes you a better person. It makes you a better person. Because as much as we can say we don't want to go through a trial, or we don't want to go through a tribulation, but you forget that it is the pain that pushes you to your destiny. How do you think you become a man or woman of substance without going through pain? How do you think you can become a person of substance without being tested? How do you think you're going to be a person of value, a person of worth, if you don't get broken down into pieces and rise up from the ashes like a phoenix? That's the point of life, guys. I don't believe in not going through pain and being successful. No, you have to go through pain, then be successful, then talk about your story. That's what life is about. Telling stories about the things you've went through, good or bad. In life, there's light and there's dark. There's happy, there's sad. You have to choose a side, and the side you choose has to be a side that builds you up to become a person of substance, a person of worth, a person of value. Get up and go get it. I'm gone.